What's going on, everybody? Steven here again. I know it's been a while since I've done a video, and I'm just wanted to show you guys what I've been up to. Today we're not talking about the 55-gallon tank. We're not going to be talking about the 10-gallon puffer tank, or even our 75-gallon tank, but just a sneak peek on another video to come. I finally got my Cories that I've been waiting on. Here's a little teaser for you. Yep, that's right. Those are orange laser Cories. But I made a mistake and I set up a rack. So, yeah. I think I've gone into the deep end. No pun intended. So, I got this rack at Home Depot, and allegedly it is good for 1,000 pounds per shelf. So I will let you guys know how that goes. Those are 10-gallon tanks, all to the side. I literally just set them up. You're probably going, why is that one so brown? Well, I just dumped a bunch of substrate in there, so it's going to be a while. I don't have any kind of filtration yet. Those are on the way. I just wanted to get the actual water in to start cycling and settling and letting that sit in there. So one thing about this rack I don't like, so here's some extra shelves up here, is these wires don't sit flat. You guys see how there's a little ridge here? There's like a double wire for support. Like I think there's 4 of them along here that actually stick up and down on both sides. So it wasn't allowing these tanks to sit flat. So the way to get around that, I cut some plywood and put it on there. So hopefully that should help distribute the weight and to let all these tanks sit flat. However, I've already noticed there's still a little bit of a gap right here. So this is kind of concerning me. See that right there? But since it's a 10-gallon tank, it's actually not so crucial. Now, if this was happening on that 75-gallon, yeah, I would need to redo it. But since these are the 10 gallons, I think I can actually get away with it. But I'll let you guys know as time goes on. So for lids, I went and found this right here. This is a polycarbonate sheet. It's plastic, and it's got like a double edge on it. This thing will focus. We're struggling here today. Anyway, you see that? There's a double edge. This is a plastic thing on top that just peels right off. But yeah, this stuff is like super durable. I cut it to size here. It fits perfectly in there, and I'm going to grab some of those command hooks from Ace and put them on here so I can actually like grab it and pick it up. But for right now, I got to kind of stick my finger right there. But that's how it is. Ideally, what else would work good for this is I think I'm going to probably seal these little holes on the end because I don't want any water getting in there, and that's going to get really gross over time, and algae and stuff's going to grow in that. I don't want to have to deal with that. So that's another thing I'm going to be doing with this, is probably getting either some kind of caulk or hot glue or something to fill up all those little holes on both the front and the back. But the reason I set this thing up is I, one, never had a dedicated like treatment tank for quarantining fish and stuff like that. I know, shame on me, that's probably the second tank you should ever get, but I never had one, so that's what this one's going to be. So for treating any kind of sick fish or anything, I can pull them out and put them in there and treat them as I need. The second thing I want to do is to set up a breeding tank for my peacock gudgeons, and I will probably do that in this tank on the far right. It's going to be pretty heavily planted. I'm going to have some PVC pipe in there for them to spawn and lay eggs and stuff. So I'll do more videos as I get that stuff set up. And another thing would be to finally start breeding my Praecox rainbow fish. So right now, yeah, there's some algae on that. That's a spawning moth. I just made that from some yarn and put a cork on it so it's floating. But they'll spawn in there, but these Siamese algae eaters actually go in there and eat the eggs almost immediately. So I haven't had any fry in this tank. So now that I have another tank set up, I can start to pull those and put them in one of these tanks and actually raise the fry. So that's kind of the idea there. I'm also going to be probably starting another type of shrimp, either pumpkin shrimp or maybe some green jades or something like that. I'm not sure yet, so we'll see. Quick little update here on the 75 gallon. Like I said, I finally got all the fish I was wanting in there. As you can see, the grass is carpeting really well. My longfin bristlenose plecos are looking great. So are my orange laser corridors. I literally just put them in yesterday or 2 days ago. So I think they had a little bit of ammonia burn. So that's kind of why their gills are red. Hopefully over time, you know, they'll do a little bit better. I've got some medications coming in the mail. Sorry, that's my dog. So I need to treat this tank as well. Since I needed to treat the Praecox rainbows, I'm just doing them all at once, or else I would actually be utilizing that hospital tank that I have. So, yep, this is what's going on. It's starting to look really nice. I like how the plants are growing. I like how everything's looking. My whatever that is, it just left my brain, is doing well. It started as a bulb. It's a aquarium lily, that's what it is. Jeez. Aquarium lily bulb is doing quite well. My puffer tank, tons of algae, is starting to go down now finally. I was dosing with Excel to kind of get rid of some of the algae, and it is actually working quite nicely. As you can see here, here's a one of my puffers. I'll do a video dedicated on them at some point also. But yeah, they're looking really cool. I've got 2 of them in here. I've got all my culling shrimp in here, so the idea is for them to let nature take its course while getting some free food and varying the diet up for my puffer fish. But they're not actually eating them, so now I have a ton of shrimp in here, so that's pretty cool. Yep, so that's what's going on. I'm going to do another video also, I think on the betta tank we have upstairs, which no one has seen yet. It's looking really nice. I want to get that out to everybody so they can see it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. This is kind of an update on what I've been doing, and yeah, I'll do some more videos here once I get more stuff set up. Have a good one.